Breaking down as she struggled to get her words out, the 52-year-old, who was married to Ray for 10 years, say it's been hard, and it's really fresh. Coleen said that they have now officially filed for divorce, and Ray has now moved out of the family home after making their decision with heavy hearts. "We really tried, we've both tried," she said. "We've tried, and we can't get it back together." "It is really sad, and I don't want to cry, but it happens, and instead of sitting here or staying with someone, because I'm scared of being on my own, I've turned it round and gone. It's just a new chapter, and that's exciting in itself for him and for me." Coleen added, "It is sad, but you know what, I've lived my life through this show. I've done it for 18 years. I feel like all of you, and the viewers at home, have kind of experienced it all with me, and I couldn't sit here and lie. I thought I just need to tell people and we can all move on. There's bigger and much more important things going on in the world that we need to concentrate on." Later in the episode, Coleen discussed how she wished her mother was with her during the difficult time as the panel talked about growing up. She began, "When I had Shane Jr., I thought, how can I do this? And I just got on with it. But then there's day like today, where I wish my mum was here, where you feel like a kid again." Coleen announced her divorce to husband Ray with a lengthy and emotional statement on Tuesday, given to the Mirror. Having fought to save her marriage over the hellish past year, she admitted that, while she was convinced they would grow old together, there was inevitably too much dividing them. News of their marital troubles first emerged over a year ago when Coleen confessed that she and Ray were struggling to salvage the distance between them after he admitted he no longer found her attractive. "I can hardly sit here and keep dishing out advice if I'm not being totally straight about what is going on in my own life. Once you know your marriage is truly dead, you need to make your peace with it, bury the past and move on. After 17 years together, that's what I'm about to do." Explaining her state of mind as she penned the letter, Coleen revealed, "I've got tears pouring down my face as I write this. It's hard to imagine that so much could have changed from that day when we married. On that day I thought there was nothing that could split us up. After first announcing a year ago that they were having relationship issues, Coleen revealed that the pair were very much willing to fight through their issues and make the marriage work once again. She revealed, "I asked if he was still in love with me, and instantly he said yes. It was a huge relief. The pair have been married since 2007 and share a 16-year-old daughter, Ciara, while Coleen is mother to 2 other sons, Shane and Jake, with actor Shane Ritchie. Before entering the CBB in January of 2017, Coleen was candid about her marital problems with Ray, although during her 32 days inside the famous abode she realized she wanted to fight for their marriage. Despite her newfound determination, she announced to her co-panelists on Loose Women, when she came out of the Borehamwood mansion, that she hadn't a chance to discuss their future as the musician is currently on tour in America. She said, "We haven't had a chance to speak because he's touring America and he's not back till the 20th February. We texted each other, and he sent me a text saying, 'I just saw you win online, and I'm so proud of you,' and blah blah blah, and that was lovely." But we haven't picked up the phone and spoken to each other. I don't want to do it on the phone. I don't want to ruin his time in America as he's having the time of his life and we've plenty of time to talk about it when he gets back. Splitting with a partner who you've shared a life and home with, and who you've brought up kids with, is possibly the hardest thing you'll ever do. And that's why I always advise people who write to me about a failing marriage to never throw in the towel unless there is absolutely no other option. I always suggest they talk to each other, try counseling and take some time apart to think things through. But sometimes, after all that, the reality is that a marriage just can't be saved. A division grows so deeply between a couple that nothing can hold them back together. And then, for everyone's sake, there is no alternative.yo. You have to face facts and accept the marriage is over. And that, I'm afraid readers, is where I am today. Me and my husband Ray are divorcing. I've got tears pouring down my face as I write this. It's hard to imagine that so much could have changed from that day in 2008 when we married. On that day, I thought there was nothing that could split us up. I was convinced we'd grow old together, hobbling to the post office to collect our pensions. But a decade on, and it's now clear I was wrong. There is too much dividing me and Ray. We can't go back.And my future is going to be very different to the one I'd imagined back then. We owe it to ourselves.And we also owe it to our kids to show them that everyone has a right to be happy. My beautiful kids, Shane Jr., Jake and Ciara, my daughter with Ray, have all been unbelievably supportive and understanding. I want to show marriages can break down without families breaking down too, so long as you're honest. The last 12 months have been pretty hellish. I've been honest on Loose Women for a while, that Ray and I have been having problems, and it's all I thought about in the Big Brother house. That was tough, even when I won, because I was so hoping that time spent apart while I was in the house would help us get our marriage back on track. We were already in trouble then, and, sadly, even having time out to think wasn't enough to save us. I just need to take a bit of my own advice, which I've written here so many times, like when I've said, you've given it everything and eventually you just have to accept it's over. You haven't failed, you have fought, but you can't do any more. And I have fought with every fiber of my being. But I deserve to be happy. Everyone does. And once you know your marriage is truly dead, you need to make your peace with it, bury the past and move on. After 17 years together, that's what I'm about to do. Wish me luck in my new chapter.